Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. So you might have caught the last video I posted of the day one of the progress of the old abandoned church facade here for my haunted yard 2025. So this is what we got, or what I got done so far. I ended up making the steeple out of some foam boards that I already had and some great stuff. Foam insulation worked pretty good. That has been challenging, a challenging part there for the past, I guess it's 3 years now that I've done the facade. But one of the problems I had in the past was not being able to get high enough, and two, that the steeple was too heavy that I couldn't lift up there and place up there. So anyway, it is all lightweight foam, and it was such a breeze this time to set that up there. And I'll show you what it looks like back there behind the scenes in just a little bit. I did grab this old door. Now I know, I would think that they would have had that maybe a dark red or a certain color back in the day. It does kind of blend in right now, but I definitely got to do something behind the window panes there. I don't know if I'm just going to black that out or what I might do. I'll have to think of something creative. But anyway, as you can see, or as I said before, the panels are all made of, the wood part is like a frame. I forget what they used it for, but I got them from work, and I just screwed the foam insulation boards into those. See right here what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna have to camouflage that somehow, and I'll probably just take this grapevine here, which it's the grapevine that I cut off back there on the fence, so I'm always using what I got, right? And all of that is perfect for making this church look abandoned. I do need to get either paint or do something about some windows. I would love to have some windows cut out somehow, and maybe stained glass. I don't know if they would have stained glass at this time period. I'm trying to get it as old as I can. 1600s, 1700s, but anyway, it definitely needs some windows. So I do have the red lights. I do need to get some more of these. I'll have to do a quick short video how it looks at night with the red lights. I think the red makes it look a little more sinister. I don't know if you noticed that, but I did put a little scary demon face coming out of the top of there. So yeah, I'll step back so you can get a bigger view of it. So a little bit of tweaking here and there. I do need to figure out how to cover up the top of the house there, or the brick part of the house. That is the only thing that I put the facade boards high enough using a cinder block. Actually, each one had a cinder block under it, so they would all be even. And standing out on the road, that was the perfect height to cover up the gutters, and of course the roof on the house will just be the roof on the church. But I still gotta fix that part there. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I got my first monster mud statue that I made. here front and center in this little circle garden. I think she fits perfect right there in the middle. I think the distressing really helped on the facade. It was so bright white. So here is the hearse, and yeah, I've had this for, God, probably 7 years. Sorry, I'm trying to kill the mosquitoes. It, I have rigged it up the past 2 or 3 years, and through the weather and everything, it is really kind of unusable, really. It's starting to crack there. So anyway, what I'm going to do is something completely different for the hearse this year. I'm going to have some help getting this back to the garage or wherever, but I'm going to, since the steeple came together so well and was so sturdy and everything, I'm going to make a new hearse with foam, because I already have, as you know. I have plenty of that foam. Great stuff, is not that expensive, and you know, some paint. So I'm going to make a new hearse, so stay tuned for that. And one good thing about the new hearse is making it out of foam. It's going to be a lot lighter. It's going to be a lot more durable in the wind and rain. I think not, was it last year? Yes, last year when all the hurricanes were coming through, and we had wind and rain and everything. I come home to my hearse being just about all the way tilted over, getting ready to fall. So yeah, unfortunately it's on its last leg. So anyway, that's something I'm going to work on within the next couple weeks. I'm not going to lie, y'all, just this little bit really wore me out. Of course, I'm doing all this by myself, all the lifting and moving everything around and building. I'm doing it all. It's a one-man show, so I don't know if I'm getting older or what's going on, but normally I would already have tombstones and goblins out here, but it's only the 1st of September, right? That's why I start early, have plenty of time to get everything situated. There's the columns, super heavy columns. I made those out of plywood. I drove conduit, I think it's called conduit poles, down in the ground. Keep in mind, we've not had rain for how many weeks now? And that ground is crazy hard, crazy dry. So that was not the funnest, trying to get the poles in the ground. I did bring a few buckets of water out here. You might be able to tell that I did add a little bit of some caramel colored Rust-Oleum paint, spray paint. I don't know if that's coming out on the video. Just to give the fence a little bit of rust looking. And normally too, I would already have my witch's shack built, which goes here. But let this car go by. Sorry, there's people. Thank you. I'm slow in traffic, y'all. So what was I saying? The witch's shack will go there. So still lots to do. And on top of all of that, I am still working on stuff for the booth. So Got a lot of fall and Halloween projects that I'm working on inside. For the booth, oh, in case I didn't tell you, 3 of my big pumpkins that I made, the paper clay pumpkins, I've sold 3 so far. So made a little over $300 on those. So anyway, that's good. And several other things sold, but those are probably the most expensive thing I have in the booth. So I made a little over 300 on those guys. So this is the back, and the lighting's not that great, but you can kind of see how I made the steeple there. Of course, it's only 3-sided, which is fine. Nobody's going to notice or see this back here. Of course, I'm using the pallets to hold everything up. So yeah, kind of behind the scenes and ugly side, the back side. So anyway, friends, I don't want to keep this video going too long, but I appreciate you stopping by and clicking on this video. If you want to follow along, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. And like, share, comment, it all helps my channel to grow. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers by Halloween. Oh, and yeah, I've got to make more fencing too. So anyway, a little slower this year, but that's alright. So anyway, friends, thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk soon. Bye for now.